All right, boys. This video here, this document here, in fact, is the one testimony to where I'm about to reach. So I keep talking about, oh, I'm gonna reach here, I'm gonna reach there. And the reason I'm so sure, the reason I'm 100% sure that I'm gonna get to my desired outcome, right? Which is earning a fuck ton of money, helping a fuck ton of people out, just doing everything that I need to do on a day-to-day basis to become the best version of myself possible. Um, Living in God knows where, everywhere at once, traveling from here to there, to there, to there, to there, to there, earning money just somehow, just money landing in my account somehow, just at this high echelon point. The only reason I'm going to get there is this document here. So, first of all, you have to understand that this is how billionaires think. This is how billionaires think. This is how millionaires think. This is how high echelon individuals think. So, if you hear what I'm about to say, then you decide to, oh, it's just woo woo. Oh, that's bullshit. Then, stay broke, bro. Stay flipping burgers. Stay smoking weed. Stay doing gay shit. I don't really care. But let me just run you through the document. This document I created by myself with ChatGPT as a help, because ChatGPT is a G-star level athlete when it comes to this stuff. But anyway, I consume what feeds my power, sharpens my focus, and expands my vision. So what this means is everything that you consume, everything that you eat, everything that you listen to, everything that you watch has to fall under this category. Otherwise, you disengage with it. You leave it alone. You don't engage with it. All right. So it has to feed your power, sharpen focus, and expand your vision. Things like reading the Bible, things like reading different books like How to Influence and Influence People, The Magic of Thinking Big, 10 Million by William Brown, The Power of Positive Thinking. Identity first, action second. Now, this is the whole thing about self-image and how you see yourself and your identity. I have no trim right now. I have basically no money right now. I've got like 113 USD to my name right now. I have basically not, but however, my self-image, how I see myself, how I perceive myself is a multi-millionaire playboy gangster top G. You get me? That's just how I see myself, bro. It doesn't matter what I look like in this reflection right now, because I see myself as this top G character. And you become the type of person who naturally attracts success by being that person first. This is by James Clear in the document or book Identity Based Habits. You don't get what you want, you get what your standards will allow. That's by Tony Robbins. Elevate your minimums. A billionaire doesn't settle ever. Right, so you have to elevate what you can allow. 10K a month is disgusting. I'll spit on 10K a month, bro. I can't not make 10K a month. You get me? That's chump change, bro. Like, it's actually disgusting how little amount of money that is. You get me? That's how you have to think about this stuff, bro. Ask yourself daily, what am I tolerating that a billionaire wouldn't? Now, mental shifts. My new normal is extraordinary. All right, this is basically just creating that baseline for yourself and nothing underneath that you will allow. Charlie Morgan thinks this way. Vincent Fisher thinks this way. Sam Millsap thinks. All these people that are higher echelon than we are right now, they think this way. My future version of myself thinks this way. I think this way right now. Fuck my future version of myself. I think this way right now. Anyway, environmental and mental software. Change your environment, change your programming. So as soon as I step with a little bit of cash, bro, I'm flying Warsaw. You get me? I'm flying Dubai. I'm flying Miami. I'm surrounding myself with top G thinkers. So your environment has to match. However, your identity first, your mindset first, your actions second, then your environment, because you can now afford to match the environment with how you think. Surround yourself physically and digitally with success energy. I don't speak to anybody that isn't in the same wavelength as me anymore, ever. I don't talk to anybody that isn't on the same vibrational level as me right now. Follow high level thinkers, and be in rooms, even virtually, that challenge you. So the closing position right now that I'm in definitely challenges me. I have to learn a whole bunch of new things that I didn't know before, and that's actually expanded my mind differently. Declutter your physical and digital life. Bro, my life is super simple right now. I wake up and I start working, then I go to the gym. That's literally it. That's it. And I eat like decent food. That's literally gonna be my life for like forever, But in different areas and different experiences with different people, with meeting new people, with expanding my stuff, with expanding my private network, different stuff like that, right? But like, I like this, bro. I like waking up, starting to work, and then going to the gym, and then chilling afterwards. Action steps: unfollow noise, subscribe to Vision, upgrade your circle. I have no notifications on my phone. Look at my phone. It hasn't switched on once. I look on that. All I see is money. That's all money right there. That's all Stripe notifications there. That's all money right there. I have no notifications on my phone. I don't get notified for anything. I don't need notifications. I only get notified when someone updates me on the Go High level and I have to actually like respond to a message or something. Record them. Okay, now this is like affirmations that you say to yourself every single day. So stuff like, I radiate winning energy. I'm grateful that victory is my natural state now and always. Right, that's so powerful. When you put emotion to affirmations, they work a lot better. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm confident, unstoppable. Now that I'm a confident, unstoppable winner in all areas of my life, always and forever. All right. Success equals self-image. Nobody teaches this stuff. School definitely doesn't teach this stuff. It actually suppresses this stuff because they know that if you understand this, you can literally you can move mountains. So they suppress it to the point where you're just doing what everyone else is doing and you're thinking the way everyone else is thinking, so you're gonna have the same result as everyone else. Very simple. Everything in our lives is directly tied to our self-image, all right? When people go to school, all they think they can do is become a working robot. What do? Become working robots. That includes the amount of joy we experience, the amount of money we earn, the connections and relationships we enjoy in our lives, and how we feel on a daily basis. And the list goes on, right? The best part, while applying other things can temporarily change, improving your self-image produces long-lasting results. Once you have that self-image locked in, that visualization locked in, and now your environment starts to change around you, and now you can start to use what you see on a day-to-day basis to reinforce your self-image, then that's just a long-lasting change. That's almost just permanent. You can't really affect that self-image anymore because you've just built it so solidly and it's got a solid foundation to it. It's environment around yourself and the mindset you have. If I go broke, when I have like 10 million in my account, I know I'm going to make that money back. Anyway, even more, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm amazing. I'm the person I want to be. I'm God's highest form of creation. My capabilities and potential are unlimited. I'm always learning, growing, and changing for the better. I'm worthy of all the good things that happen in life. I'm so happy and grateful now that I see all the good things, that I see the good in all things, myself and others. I am so happy and grateful now that my personality is radiant with confidence, certainty, and optimism. I am so happy and grateful now that I fill my mind with healthy, long, loving, and prosperous thoughts on a continuous basis. Upgrading your self-image is the ultimate cheat code for how you show up in life. Once you see yourself differently, the game changes because you stop acting from your limitations and start acting from your potential. Right? What is self-image? It's the internal portrait of who you believe you are, your identity. And here's the kicker: you will never consistently outperform your self-image. All right. So if you see yourself as some low little, like some low little, like low level individual, you're never going to outperform that ever. However, if you see yourself as somebody that's knowledgeable, somebody that's confident, somebody that's charismatic, somebody that can meet anybody and make them your best friend in about 10 minutes, then you're not going to outperform that either. You're just going to perform as that person. You get me? As that level. If you see yourself as average, broke, insecure, or unworthy, you will sabotage any success that contradicts that belief. All right. So people actually just self-sabotage themselves on a day-to-day basis purely because their self-image doesn't match the person they need to become. Hamza understood this, right? Hamza's now at the level he needs to be because he has that self-image. He literally made a video one time where he's like, "Oh, I unlocked." He was speaking about how he unlocked a new level of the game or something, and it's realizing that self-image is literally the only thing that exists. All right. What happens when you upgrade your self-image, right? Your actions go beast mode. All right. You stop hesitating. You take bolder risks. You speak up. You move with clarity and confidence. The old you, should I really try this? The upgraded you, this is what I do now. I win. 2, fears start to crumble. Fear doesn't disappear. You just identify it. You just don't identify it with it anymore. So your fear almost just turns into excitement. Your upgraded self-image sees fear as a sign to lean in. I'm the type of person that can walk towards growth, not away from it. Opportunities start finding you. This is a massive, massive one. All of you lot are struggling with outreach. All of you lot are struggling with finding your first clients. All of you are struggling with, getting to the first point of making money online, or actually, going to your goals, bro. Opportunities will start to find you once you see yourself in that specific vibrational point. So people and chances you once thought were out of your league starts to show up because you're operating on their level. All right, you're operating in their frequency, energetically, mentally, and behaviorally. 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 Is that even a word? Damn. Okay, fair enough. 4. Consistency becomes natural. Discipline isn't a grind anymore, bro. It's aligned with who you are. You start to enjoy the grind. You start to enjoy working. I'm the type of person that follows through. That's just what I do. You start creating instead of chasing. You start attracting instead of chasing. You're no longer begging for success. You expect it, you create it, you attract it. Your self-image, rewire loop, right? You have to see it. You have to visualize your highest self. You have to speak it. You have to affirm your identity daily with affirmations. You have to act it. You have to believe and behave as if you already have it. And then you repeat that every single day. But the acting it is so important as well. People actually they think they can just sit there and visualize and then not do anything, bro. You have to act as well. You have to do every single day as well. But that just comes naturally once you have that self-image, because the person that doesn't act doesn't align with the self-image. So it doesn't really make any sense to even believe that you're that type of person. Visualization is like a mental magic with scientific backing, right? Visualization actually works scientifically, boys. It works because your brain doesn't fully know the differences between something you vividly imagine and something that's actually happening. So how visualization rewires you for success, it reprograms your subconscious mind, all right? It programs your subconscious mind. So visualization tells your subconscious what to aim for. That's important because your subconscious runs 90% of your behaviors, and you're giving it a new normal. Build belief. So you see yourself winning before you even start. All right? I see myself winning. I see myself in Thailand with that 50K, with that 100K, building out exactly what I wanted to build out with my boys. Confidence skyrockets because you've already experienced the success mentally. That's very true. The reason I'm this confident is because I've already experienced that success mentally. I've already felt what it feels like to get there and to become that person. So all I have to do is just walk the path now. It feels like I'm in a dream right now, boys, because I'm just walking the path. Activates the reticular activating system, RAS. RAS is like your brain's filter. It starts spotting opportunities and patterns that align with your vision. Ever notice how you buy a new car and suddenly see it everywhere? That's your RAS. Rehearses excellence. Just like practicing a sport or instrument, you're practicing success. All right. Your brain wires in the moves, the speech, and the feeling. How to do visualizations that actually work. Step 1, you have to get specific. All right. Don't just see success, live it in your mind. Where are you? What are you wearing? What does it feel like? Who are you with? What's your energy like? Step 2, add emotion to it. Emotion equals power. Feel the pride, confidence, joy, certainty. That's the fuel. All right. Step 3, make it a ritual. Do it for every morning and night for 2 to 5 minutes. Bonus points if you do affirmations or meditation when your brain is in a relaxed and suggestible state. Example, visualizing the winner you. Close your eyes and see it. You're walking into a room, you're calm, you're sharp, you're magnetic. People feel your energy. You close the deal, you get the call, you see the money hit your account, you feel gratitude, and you say, this is who I am now. Hopefully that video actually helped you guys out. Hopefully the video actually showed you like how to do self-image, like how to actually build up your self-image. Because I know a lot of people talk about self-image, visualization, manifestation, that type of stuff. I believe that God's above all of that, right? Like I believe God created all of that for us to actually do what we need to do. It's part of the toolkit that we have as human beings, right? So I feel like you can hijack that for yourself and steer your life in the right direction. However, God is above all of that at the same time. But yeah, boys, that's that. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully that helped you out and you kind of have a bigger understanding of what self-image is and how you can use it to affect the type of person you're going to become. And yeah, boys, peace out.